That's right, guys. New year, new strategy. In Signum, we have added a new strategy for you. It's called the Ichimoku strategy on the 4-hour chart. By the way, to get to this page, just simply click on the strategies page over here. You already know we have the Gaussian channel, all this stuff. You can give yourself access. The same is true for the Ichimoku strategy. You can give yourself access, but let me first show you that it made 3,015% net profit on Bitcoin since 2018 with a drawdown of 3.1 profit factor. Pretty interesting, especially because it's trading a bit faster, so you guys can get trading signals quicker. And as well, of course, always the same settings, 2018, and also in the properties, order size 100, commission 0.1. This is what you pay on most exchanges, even less sometimes. And also 3 ticks slippage. And I want to show you exactly how you can get access to the strategy, how it works, and how you automate it, right? So you can take advantage of all of these trading signals and you can hopefully make some profit with this strategy. In general, it's pretty hard to find good strategies on the internet because a lot of these strategies, they simply put wrong settings that make it look better than it is. And I have a video explaining how you can avoid that, okay? So definitely watch this video afterwards. So whenever I come up with a new strategy that I think is worth sharing with you guys on Signum, then I make a video like this, I add it to Signum, and you can get yourself access to that stuff, which I think is very valuable. So make sure to be subscribed and hit the bell icon to not miss out whenever I release a new strategy like that, because it can potentially change your trading game forever. And as always, guys, this is not a financial advice video. Crypto is risky, you can lose all of your money, but that is why you subscribe to this channel, you watch my algo trading playlist. I will put it on the screen right now. I will link it down below also, because it changed thousands of people's lives already. It might be able to change yours as well. This playlist is pretty much a free course on trading automatically with proper strategies. If you don't watch that, I don't know what you're doing. It doesn't get much easier than that. And with all of that in mind, let's get started. The first thing you want to do is you want to add the strategy to your chart, right? You want to have access to use this strategy. So in order to do that, you go to Signum. By the way, if you don't have an account yet, go to SIGNUM.money right now and click on sign up now, then sign up and everything, and then click on strategies here on the top. You will see this page, and then this is the strategy we want to talk about, okay? So click on open strategy first, then scroll all the way down, okay? And then click here on add to favorites. Click that, because otherwise you don't see it in TradingView. Then close this page again, and then click on get access. Basically go back to Signum, click on get access, and here please put your TradingView username so that we can give you access in the background so you are able to use this strategy. You find your username by going back to TradingView, and this is your username. In my case, it's Michael Yonida, okay? In your case, something else. Take this, go back to Signum and type it into this field, and then click on get access now. Let me show you how it looks like. So I put my username here, and then I click on get access now, and then I see some confetti flying, and that means that now I do have access to this strategy. Now you already have added it to your favorites, so go back to the chart, and just to be sure, guys, okay, just to be sure, some of you have this problem, just reload TradingView right now. Just reload, okay, to make sure that TradingView fully understands that you have access. Now click on indicators on the top and then scroll down to find this strategy here in your favorites. And it's this one here, right? Ichimoku strategy 4-hour by me, basically. Click on it and it will appear on your chart. And if you're on the right chart, okay, and I am on the Bitcoin USD index chart, this one over here, right? On this chart is the best chart for Bitcoin, okay, because it has long historic data and a lot of volume. And also I'm on the 4-hour chart, guys, okay? So on the top here, you have to see 4 hours because this is a 4-hour strategy, okay? And then you will see these numbers. So that's the first thing you have to do. Do it now. Keep in mind that these strategies that you are getting access to for free in Signum, Gaussian channel, and also the Ichimoku strategy that I'm showing you in this video, they are very powerful strategies. And that is why those are Signum strategies, meaning that you have access to them only when you have a Signum trial or an active subscription. just keep in mind, we're putting a lot of work into this, right? So we're not going to give the strategies to absolutely everybody. I want only the Signum community to have access to these strategies. So keep that in mind when you're using one of these Signum only strategies. And the reason why I say it's free is because Signum costs the same as before. It's just that now there is more value. Okay, now you have access to the strategies. We're going to continue adding strategies to increase the value even more and make it the best trade automation software on the planet, including strategies that are unique to the Signum community, which I think is really nice. And also keep in mind that because this is a 4-hour strategy, you will get quite enough trading signals for your 14-day trial to figure out if Signum automates your strategy or this strategy properly, and then you can decide if you want to continue or not. It's very easy. And also remember, guys, that your trial doesn't start with the day you signed up. Instead, it starts only after your first successful trade, okay? So you have enough time to figure out if you like Signum and the strategies and the community and the support and everything else and the dashboard and the portfolio allocation feature and all this good stuff, okay? So make sure to figure it out. But in this video, I want to continue showing you this amazing strategy on Bitcoin, but also on altcoins, which will surprise you dramatically. The numbers are pretty interesting. Let's put it like that. So make sure to watch the video until the end. And now let's check the performance of this strategy. And at the end of the video, I will show you how to fully automate the trading signals from this strategy so it trades for you automatically day and night without you having to click any buttons. It takes only 60 seconds, but for that, you need to watch the video until the end because first you need to understand if you like this strategy. So let's check it out. Back in TradingView, I am on the chart and I just added the strategy to my chart. And as you can see, I have all of this text and labels and everything. And as always, I don't like this label. So I click on this settings icon, go to style, and I remove the signal labels and the quantity information. I don't need that on the chart anyway, because I'm going to follow the trading signals with my own budget. Okay, it doesn't matter how much budget TradingView has here, right? And for example, let's check a couple of trades so we see how the strategy works in general. So you have the Ichimoku cloud, and also, by the way, if you go to the inputs, all of these inputs will of course influence the strategy, right? So there is a conversion line, right? The period of that line, it's a moving average. There is a baseline period, and there's some lag that is taking into account displacement and EMA as well, right? So a lot of stuff. I'm not going to go into ultra detail because it will take forever, right? But all of this will play a role, and those are not normal EMAs other than this one, of course. Instead, they are calculated in a very interesting way to be more sophisticated. Okay, let's put it like that. So as you can see here, there was a trade from here to here, and it took, well, 90 days in this case because it was a very strong trend. So yeah, if you were part of this, you didn't get a lot of trading signals. I'm sorry, because the trend was so powerful that it wasn't a good idea to sell in the meantime and then buy back. It didn't really make sense, right? It was better to stay in and basically take advantage of this, right? So it made 46%, almost 47% profit. That's very nice. Of course, not always like that. Sometimes it also has losing trades. Here 4%, here also a losing trade of 7%. This stuff happens, right? And so whenever it finds a nice long trend, then it stays in the trend for as long as it takes, right? So 47%, that is very nice. Also here, this was a very nice trade, 57%, right? So all of that is amazing. And in total, right, it started trading from 2018. So if I go way back, then you see that the first trades started only here, right? There was no trading before 2018 because this is the period, the date I told it to start from. And that's because all the other strategies I use and I show on my YouTube channel, they all start 1st of January 2018 so that we can compare the results. Otherwise, it would be pretty hard to compare the results, right? And so this is what it is. And you can see here the results of the strategy on Bitcoin for the last 7 years. So these are the results. It's pretty good, but of course there is always something to comment about. And in this case, I would say that 35% profitable trades, maybe not amazing, but it's fine. Okay. If you just let it play out and you try to turn off your emotions, right? Then you should be getting a good result. Also, the max drawdown of 33% is not the best, but it's still very good for the result that you're getting here. 3000% is amazing. And if you go to the list of trades, you can see there are a couple of losing trades in a row, and that is because the percent profitable trades is not that high. So you need to mentally prepare that this can happen. It's fully part of the game, right? So sometimes it has a lot of losing trades in a row, so you need to get prepared for that. And that's why this strategy has a lower percent profitable trades. Mathematically, it still works fine, but you need to just prepare and not freak out, okay? So that is one thing you need to understand. Now, the next thing I want to show you is how it performs on some other popular assets. So you can see that this is not just working on Bitcoin. It's not a overfitted strategy for Bitcoin only. Instead, it is a robust strategy that can work on multiple assets, and I'm gonna show you a couple, and then you can take the strategy and go bananas and use it on whatever you like, but stay in the crypto universe because crypto is very much trending, and this is a trend following strategy, but on a 4-hour chart. But do whatever you like because this is not financial advice, just education. Let's check the exact same strategy on altcoins and see how it performed over there. I will put myself on the bottom here and I will not touch any of the settings, right? This is the strategy on Bitcoin. Look at the numbers, same numbers as before. Now, only thing I will change is the asset that I show on the chart, the asset that we're gonna also apply the strategy on. So I will just click on Ethereum, for example. So we can see here on the Ethereum, by the way, Ethereum index chart, right? You can see here 4 hours all the time, right? We can see 3,900% profit with a drawdown of 43%. I think risk reward is quite okay on this one. Sure, there are better strategies, but it actually performs quite well on this very important asset. On Solana, you can see it made 24,800% profit, which is actually 248x profit. That is crazy, okay? The drawdown with 43% is actually quite good because of the massive profit that is generating. So it's actually even better than the Ethereum performance, right? Let's go to Render to see a very different asset. On Render, you see 1,400% profit with 39% max drawdown, which again is okay for this asset, but the best risk reward was still Solana so far. Let's go to Caspa, right? Cas made 1,300% profit with 43% max drawdown, which is very interesting because you see that this strategy very often has 43% drawdown. So if you can live with that, then this strategy can work on many assets quite well. And also let me show you Cardano because it's quite popular lately, right? So you see 15,800% profit since 2018 and with a drawdown of 45%. Again, very close to the 40%-ish max drawdown. So that is nice, and those coins work very well there. But if we go to AVAX, for example, you see the max drawdown is 91%. You go to Dogecoin, you see 62%. So you have to make sure, right, that you find the coin strategy combination that you can actually live with so that the risk reward is in your favor. Having said that, this strategy works on hundreds of assets. I showed you a couple where it performs well and a couple where it doesn't perform well. So of course, when you are using this strategy, you always have to make your calculations if the max drawdown, the risk basically that you're taking is worth it, okay? So it might not work on every single coin, but then again, you can try the Gaussian channel strategy in that case, right? So you can always combine these two strategies to create a portfolio of multiple strategies, multiple assets that you can automate. And then in total, you want your portfolio to grow, right? It's not only about one coin, it's about the whole portfolio, right? That is why Signum is so powerful, because it allows you to automate a portfolio of coins and you don't have to babysit them, right? Because you fully automated them. And with time, you're going to have access to more and more strategies. And this way, I think that you're definitely better off than anyone else who doesn't have access to these things. And talking about automation, in the next section of this video, right now, I want to show you how to automate this exact strategy on Bitcoin so that you have an example of how to do it. All right, let's do it now. Go to SIGNUM.money and create an account, or just simply log into the account. And once you logged in, it will look something like that. Actually, it will look exactly like that because you have no bot yet. So click on create bot, connect the exchange you want to start with. I mean, I will use Bybit because Bybit is easy and has the best sub accounts and all these things, but you can use Kraken, Binance, you can use KuCoin, you can use Coinbase, Maxi, or BitGet, right? And so if you want to connect any of these exchanges, click on them and then scroll down. It will show you exactly create a sub account, create API, right? Then put the API keys here, click validate and all this stuff. It's very simple, okay? And with every single exchange, you have different tutorials exactly at your fingertips so that you can exactly follow them and connect your exchange, okay? I already have a bot and mine is just simply paused. So I will activate it now. And once I have activated it, it's here on the top. And this is the Ichimoku strategy. And basically I just gave it the name that I wanted it to have. And let me zoom in for you, right? And here I chose to use the BTC USDT pair, but I can use also any other Bitcoin pair. If you want to use the US dollar one, USDC one, Euro one, whichever you like. I just use this one for testing purposes here. And then I scroll down and this is the trading strategy automation, right? And I just need to copy this stuff into TradingView and that's it, okay? So let's automate the strategy right now, start the clock, and let's do it in under 60 seconds. I go to TradingView, I make sure I'm on the right chart, Bitcoin USD index chart, the best chart for that, 4-hour chart, right? I make sure to turn on the strategy that I want to use and I check the numbers to make sure this is the performance that I'm automating for, right? That's the one I want. Great. So I click on this particular add alert icon, not any other one, this one, because it's next to the strategy. And that's important because it has the condition of the strategy itself. So when the strategy comes up with a buy or sell, then trigger all of this stuff and send it to Signum, right? So delete whatever is in the message, go back to Signum and copy this message. That's the most important part actually, right? Go back to TradingView, paste it here. Let's put the alert name as well. Go back to Signum, copy the alert name as well. The alert name is not super important. You can put whatever you like. It doesn't affect the automation, but it simply makes your life easier, right? To have the same name as in Signum. And the next thing, you need to copy the webhook URL so the signal knows where to go, right? So make sure to turn on webhook URL, right? Put in this particular URL, click create, and that's it, right? Now your strategy is fully automated, right? That's crazy easy, right? Because it doesn't look like much, but it is a lot, okay? Because now every single signal that comes from the strategy will be sent to Signum, okay? And Signum will then take this and it will automatically buy and sell on this connected account. And on this account, you have these assets and it will trade between Bitcoin and USDT back and forth, right? You can see here, it will use USDT when buying, of course, right? So it will take the USDT and buy Bitcoin with it when there is a buy signal, and it will take Bitcoin and sell it for USDT when there is a sell signal. And that's why the trading pair matters, because it switches between BTC USDT, BTC USDT, depending on the buy or sell signals, right? And also keep in mind that you can check the alert that you have just created by clicking here and you find the alert, and this is the one that actually triggers the whole thing, right? So whenever this alert triggers, it will go to Signum and the whole chain of events will happen, right? So that is the magic. It's very easy, right? I know it's very easy. It's very powerful as well. And one more thing I want to tell you is that this strategy is alternating between buying and selling, okay? So it doesn't go short or anything, right? So whenever you have a buy signal, it will wait for the sell signal, right? So the next one is a sell. And when the sell signal was the last one, then the next one that you wait for, because here you created the alert, right? Now you're waiting for signals to happen in the future. The next signal will be a buy signal at some point, right? Because it's always buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, right? So you're now waiting patiently, okay, for the next signal to happen. And whenever there is a buy signal, again, it will be sent through the webhook that you have set up here to Signum, and Signum will trade for you on the exchange. Ultra cool, ultra powerful, and life-changing if you know how to do it. That's why I show you all of this stuff. All right, guys, another strategy in your arsenal to play the markets and to be better prepared than anyone else is. And if you want even more access to knowledge and strategies, then maybe consider joining the AUTOTRADING.vip masterclass, which comes with my personal strategies that I use for my own portfolio and a lot of knowledge about how to build a proper portfolio. But most likely you don't need it, okay? You need it only when you need it, okay? I just wanted to make you aware that this stuff exists. And if you want to know all the details that come with automating a trading strategy with Signum, all the things you need to take care of, then this is the next video you should watch.